One thing I'd really like to, get out of people is, in this industry, being an entrepreneur, being an artist, you have a creative brain, and it's very different from a 9 to 5, for someone working 9 to 5. And there come those times where you feel like, I'm emotionally drained, I'm beat up, I'm depressed, and how have you experienced that, and how do you push on? How do you get past that? Because for me, that was my hardest part in this industry, is you get to the point where everyone's just using you and taking from you, and how do you overcome that? Because the only way you try to explain it to people, but they don't really get it, and so you have to keep replaying this over and over in your mind. I don't know, is that something that you've gone through, or what kind of advice would you give to people in the industry coming up?
Wow, that's a lot.
I know, I'm sorry. It was just your song put me through that last night.
Yeah, I think that we all go through that. Wait, was you going through something?
Yes.
What was you going through?
Oh, girl, we ain't gonna go through all that. But I mean, no. At the end of the day, with my family, I'm gay, and going through that, I had to hide myself for so long. And being an artist, I didn't know, like, should I act a certain way? Should I do this? I don't act that way, but they want to put me in a box, so I got depressed. And that was really hard to be creative, because all these people are taking from you. For you, have you gone through that, where you feel like, why am I doing this?
Oh man, I tell you, I was in London the other day, and I really had a breakdown then, and I felt like I put my hands in there. I said, if I just go home, I'll just go back to Hawaii and cry my mom's arms. And I was like, then it won't make a difference, and nobody will care. And I was putting together an acoustic show, and my 2 girls, the background singers, came in, and they had just come in from Subway.
Eat fresh.
And they said that over the intercom and Subway, no, the radio station, it said, just want you to know there's somebody out there that you are loved. And I don't know what he said. What did he say? He said something like, basically like, we do care. Something. I felt like the voice of God in some way, and saying, right, like, lifting you up. And anyways, we all go through it, and we all get really low, and we all feel alone, and it's a struggle, that's for sure. But I think the biggest thing for me is my faith. Especially I hadn't been that low in a minute, and then I feel like the Lord's brought in those 2 angels, and they picked me up real fast. And I don't want to preach to anybody.
No, we do it. I do it all the time.
Okay.
This is the quietest the show has ever been, honey.
I don't. It's not like
preach.
Everybody has. It's just great to believe in something other than yourself, because we can't do it alone.
Exactly.
And we're not made to do it alone, and we're made to depend on a higher power. I
love her even more.
Whatever that is, know. And I know for me, God is my everything. My everything, and He's my source and my rock, and I'm so grateful that my family brought me up that way. So I have that within me. When I'm low, I can't do it on my own. I have to rely on Him, and I have to rely on my family and the people around me. And sometimes they aren't there, right? But you got Him, and just don't give up. It's like the nights get so dark sometimes. They really do.
Cold.
I know what that's like. But when you wake up in the morning, it's a new day, and it's a new beginning, and just have that faith, and sometimes when I get really down, and the other day I was going through something, I did a thankful meditation. So you give thanks for the things that's going wrong, because you know that there's going to be a blessing to come out of that somewhere. God. Even if you were going to get stronger in some way. Do you know what I mean? You just know, you'd be like, this is not the way I wanted it to be. Why has this happened to me continuously? It's not working out. Like, there's going to be a blessing, and you have to believe that. So to just try to be thankful even through the hard times, because it'll turn itself around.
That's when
you
you
know?
think when you're going through
Girl.
it.
Yeah.
I love
Sorry,
her.
I could get like. I could get.
No, but that was
Freaking
everything right
love
there.
her. And what I do love about you as well is you stay out the media. No one has no one.
No dirt.
No dirt.
No negativity.
No
Oh,
negativity.
Lord, knock
no
on
dirt.
wood. You know they're gonna be trying to find. They're gonna be creating something.
No,
I swear,
all
like
these
I.
years, you stayed clean. It may be one tiny thing there, one tiny thing
And it was
there.
not true.
That it wasn't true, but you stayed clean. Your reputation stayed clean. You stayed.
That's because
out
I'm
the
afraid of
media.
my mom. That's why. Have you met my mom?
Well, thank God she put the fear of God in you. But
I'm 30-something years old, and she calls me Nikolowski. I saw that cover of that magazine now. And I'm like, "Ah!"